Hey YouTube, this is another Bendy and Ink Machine video. I just want to also apologize for the last Bendy and Ink Machine video. The gameplay was all messed up and everything like that. Can I close this ad? No, I can't. The gameplay was all messed up and everything. So the recording went really bad. I'm not gonna delete it just because I have no subscribers on this channel, and I honestly just don't care. I might redo it and just not have it full screen, and hopefully it'll actually record. But yeah, I don't know. So this is unused material for Bendy and Ink Machine. So unused models. I've already seen unused models. I already checked it out, but there's a frying pan. The frying pan in the game, found in the game files for Chapter 3. That there was an existing model and texture file for a frying pan. Frying pan was supposed to be used for the safe house kitchen area. And pre-reworked models, characters / monsters. There are unused beta versions of Bendy. Miscellaneous objects section says no miscellaneous. Unused animations. The projectionist captured in waiting room has an ink heart model attached to his left hand. However, the model is never seen in game, nor does the projectionist have an animation of holding the heart. Bendy's prototype animation. In the very first Bendy and Ink Machine prototype, Bendy's original animation was much longer and slimmer when compared to other versions of animation. Once Chapter 2 came out and the Bendy model was updated, the animation was scrapped. Butcher Gang's death. Piper, Fisher, and Striker, all having dying animations left in the game files. These animations remain unused as all three turn ragdoll upon death. And an interesting note that Striker's unused death animation is fairly different, while both Piper and Fisher's have the same exact style for their unused death animation, as if they were being pushed off. It is unknown if they were removed. Piper and Fisher, they're like being pushed, but Striker just like falls down. Alice laughing. Alice's jump scare animation, which plays during her first appearance, shows her laughing after breaking the glass. This can be heard in the game but cannot be seen because the view becomes completely black. And so if you do like a little thing and you turn the brightness up, you can do it. Look at that. That's cool. They're making like little Mega Blocks or whatever. It's actually really cool. I wouldn't buy it just because it's not like actual Lego, so it looks like trash, but you know. Searchers alternate walking. There's an unused walking animation for searchers which resembles their main walking animation, but without tilting their body from side to side. Allison Angel Space Morphs. Let's just go to 1 and then you guys can maybe see it. Allison's model has a fair amount of face morphs for lips used to show expression and for talk animations. However, none of them are used in the final animation. So this is Smile 1, Pout, Tuck, Pucker, Snarl. No, it's supposed to show her teeth, however she lacks texture on them. And then Snarl up. Bendy idle. Animation was only used when Bendy was seen at Henry's desk during flashbacks in the pentagram room, and after Bendy broke down the boards by the machine. So that was in episode 1 then, that part there. I'm not gonna watch it because I actually don't care. Even though this episode's all about unused textures. Menu screen. Chapter backgrounds. This is an earliest version of the menu background used for Chapter 1 prototype demo. Before the chapter. Yeah, I actually remember that. I remember these backgrounds when the game first came out. Chapter menu objects. Furthermore, at Chapter 2 and 3 first released before Chapter 4 is released, there are over 3 object images for the main menu, with one of 3 selected chapters. Chapter 1 the chair, Chapter 2 the violin, and Chapter 3 the barrel. Menu splash headers buttons. The splash images used for chapter button and highlighted headers are used for the game's menu screen are introduced in Chapter 3's release. Upon Chapter 4's release, along with the main menu related textures, all of the splash images are removed and replaced with more improved content. And then I'm not going to read all those different splash things. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I said, but this is unused textures. Early option menu. From within the game files for Chapter 3 release, there is an early version of the paused option menu, which was supposed to be used for the game's main menu. The menu contains extra section with additional concept art, unlockables, and credits. Save data menu. Located in Chapter 3's game files, there is a screenshot of the game's unused save data visible when hovering the mouse cursor to the continue section from the game's main menu screen. The save data consists of only 3 save slots. I know I'm probably like reading really fast, but whatever. I want to get through this video fast. Early Chapter 3 menu. Again, in Chapter 3 games files, there is also a screenshot of Chapter 3's main menu and earlier build, with the third chapter's second teaser image used for the menu's background instead of Level P's operation room. Pre-reworked textures. Bendy's early animation. Used for older previous updates for the release for Chapter 4, there is a very old version of Bendy's dance animation used for the loading screens and their theater location. Chapter 1. Upon Chapter 4's release, the animation for their theater location is entirely replaced with a more improved version, while the glowing Bendy has head icon replaces for the loading screens. Early desk. An earlier version of the animation desk looking simply plain, including 2 Bendy sketches merged, used for earlier versions of 3 chapters upon the release of Chapter 4. The texture for all the desks is now one with each new Bendy sketches added. 2 separated original Bendy sketches are still only used for Henry's desk location. Note that its texture map found in the game files for Chapters 1 prototype consists of completely unused circle textures, with its purpose remain unknown. Early cobwebs. The earlier version of the cobweb was first used in Chapter 1's both prototype and first remastered edition, and even for Chapters 2 first released upon Chapter 3's release. Cobwebs replaced with much realistic ones for rework. Early flow button. Earlier version of the flow button looks less detailed than the new fully updated one. It was released for Chapter 1's prototype, then was later replaced by a turn wheel in Chapter 4's update. Early break room. This was the earlier version of break room, signed for Chapter 1's earliest prototype, reading the main power. It was renamed Ink Machine in Chapter 4's update. Early vision images. As the vision images are introduced Chapter 2's release, both vision images for the Ink Machine and Bendy are heavily different. Before the release of Chapter 4, with Ink Machine and Bendy's model were both redesigned. Interestingly, the wheelchair images remained unchanged. So why is there a wheelchair? I don't know. Bendy's ink web, first introduced for Chapter 3, is first placed. The older version of the ink-like masses coming from Bendy's surroundings slightly resemble cobwebs. Portraits, man, there's a lot. Portraits are 2 unused files of different portraits for the break room, originally planned to feature 8 portraits and items instead of just 6. Both are blanked with no actually drawn images, with one having a long switch and another having splotched with a single drop of ink. So yeah, I guess that's where, like, the room where you have to like put the stuff you find. Original pause menu tabs from Chapter 1's both prototype and first remastered update. Along with Chapter 2's first release, a worn out card in a similar style and usage for the objects. Look at that, it gets like all inky. Objects was used for the menu. It was ultimately replaced by a newer version of the menu with streams of ink and Bendy's head after Chapter 3 came out. Furthermore, in Chapter 1's prototype, before the release of Chapter 2, there was an escape tab used for the gameplay start, where it shows up from the top right of the screen. It is meant to show the player a button where to pause. Wooden squares. 2 unusual looking square-shaped wooden boards, with one of them consisting somewhat a plug socket. They were located with the game files for Chapter 1. So earlier prototype, and what they were supposed to be exactly is unknown. Physical Bendy form. Found in Chapter 1's prototype files, there are 2 texture maps for Bendy's physical form, which would have included a pair of gloves and a nearly finished face lacking a mouth. The black part of Bendy's face was also used for plush in the prototype, while the gloves were strangely used as a part of Bendy's bow tie. Cement floor. Located in Chapter 2's game files, there was an unused texture cement supposed to be used for flooring. The floor texture itself seems misleading to the game's overall style. A pentagram. The older updates for Chapter 1 and 2, there was a pentagram of 5 pointed stars, which is formed by drawing continuous lines into 5 straight segments. often used as a mystic and magical symbol. The symbol is also commonly used for real-life Satanism and occult religions. One ink-drawn pentagram was used for the pentagram's room in Chapter 1's all previous updates, and more of them seen on Chapter 2's previous update. From Chapter 4's release after Chapter 3, the pentagram was ultimately replaced by a new original identified occult symbol. I did realize that it was different. Open elevator pad. There was an identical elevator pad texture in Chapter 3's game file with the text open instead of door. Under the door there is perhaps the early version of the elevator's button pad with the text changed later on due to the elevator being also able to close gates, not just opening. Empty safe house restroom image. There's an image of the safe house restroom area turning out to be empty with a lack of environmental pieces that was found in the game's files for Chapter 4. So I guess you can't go in there. I don't care about that. Post-credit, I kind of care about that. And post-credit images are screen-size images used for Bendy and Link Machine. It was used between after the ending credits and before sending back to the main menu screen. As for now, with Chapter 4's release, the current post-credit image shows the Lost Ones gathering around Allison's corpse. And Chapter 2, the first release before it was removed from Chapter 3's update, the post-credit image shows the beta semi liquefied remains along with the mask. The image consists of multiple things, including the axe, a record, Bendy's cutout, and even Boris's legs. So that's the picture. Chapter 3's first release until Chapter 4, there are only two alternate post-credit images, depending which one path Henry takes beating the game. Lately, after taking the demon path room, it shows the path of the demon ending, revealing Bendy, Piper, Striker, Fisher, and the Swollen Searcher. If choosing the angel path room toward the end will reveal the path of angel ending, showing Boris strapped to the table with Alice's shadow. Path of the demon, path of the angel. Thank you. I don't even have to go back, but whatever. Unused audio now. Okay, this is serious.
Oh, who put this here?
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up just so you can hear.
I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm getting the hell out of here. So this is the ink machine, huh? Wonder how you turn it on.
Okay. By the way, the voice acting is pretty bad, but I guess it's bad just because he's talking to himself.
What the heck was that? What the heck was that?
So I'm glad I don't have to read this. If you really want to hear, you can pause it. What the heck was that? That's like from like Fat Albert or whatever. The Searchers. You left me in a heartbeat. Pretty loud. Hopefully I won't get copyright for this. Well, I mean, it says unused audio, but didn't we hear this in the game though? I don't know. This must be like a fight scene or something. Or like if you're running away. No, you know what? Isn't this the first chapter when you're running away? Like before the update? I don't know. Sounds like it. Like before when you fall down, when you're running away from like Bendy. I don't know if he's actually chasing you, but these are just test beeps. I hate my life. Oh, please don't load somewhere. Something. Is this actually in the game? Okay. The old title intro sound from chapter 1. It's really hard to hear. I'm only talking over just because I don't want to get copyrighted. Why would that be the record sound? That sounds really weird. The axe looks like a toy. Okay. You left. We already heard that. You left me in a heartbeat. Staircase room. Background, the room consists of a single flight of stairs, all out of empty space with the entrance boarded up. There is what seems to be sunlight coming from the stairs. The only way to enter is to use hacks. Once inside, Henry can then go up the stairs, which is actually leads to the wall with the light coming from nowhere. Gameplay. The room is seen only twice during Chapter 1 next to Henry's desk and cannot be accessed, as well as in the flashes at the end of the hallucination, but it was recently removed. Upon hacking by teleporting to the room, the players will discover the Wandering Sin cutout next to the stairs. I've actually seen that. It's kind of cool. Trivia: in the teaser for it, there was shown to be a small Bendy cutout hanging on the covering. This does not appear in the game. In the prototype version, where the staircase room was not added yet, said it was just a locked door. At the very end of Chapter 1's first remastered update, when Henry's going through hallucinations, visual the pentagram room, the only room seen again except Henry's on the room is seen again except Henry's on the inside of the room, and on the other side, Bendy can be seen from Henry's desk. From Chapter 1's second remaster update, upon Chapter 3's release, however, this vision is removed, and this is just a gallery. See, I've seen this. Wandering in the troubles sin. So it's just like an Easter egg, basically, saying you're sinning or you're cheating or whatever to go through there. So that's kind of cool. It technically is released, but let's do pre-release content. I don't even want to watch those things. Maybe I'll watch it if you don't have to, if I'm not don't have to read it. Read the bottom. Now I said that it's not gonna work, and I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to read it, or maybe I don't have to because no one's gonna watch this anyway. So you know what? Screw it.